Building inspectors, they come around, they check the railway station out, they go, it's all fine, it's all good. They come and check here, and they complain about the holes in the ceiling, unfinished walls, leaking, big holes in the basement. You can't please them all, can you? I've got some quotes, so we're going to use that today. I'm going to make a start on fixing up this place a little bit more. Right, we are back inside, got the quartz all gathered together, made up and cooked. I've now got my smooth quartz, got some slabs and some stairs, because quartz is going to be the main floor in this area, and that staircase is gone because I didn't like it. I passed up the roof, a couple of floating blocks, but we'll worry about them later. What I want to try and do today is work out the main floorway. I've created this hole. The dark oak will be going, that was just used as a trim, and these torch line up exactly where that dark oak is, so I know where the edge is here. So I want to dig out all this area here, and then we're going to come back in here, so take you three out, and then we'll put the floor in, and I'm going to make this 5 wide. So I'm going to go down this edge quite simply like this, because I'm going to use some carpet. I want to get some carpet in the down here as well. I'll put some glowstone underneath it, and that will give me like a nice looking walkway in. Let's do it like that. There we are. It's not a steep step coming in. That looks a bit better. I'll pop you in down this side, and then let's just make that a little bit more wider. Then if I take one out of there, and I take one out there, pop the glowstone in. I'm going to use the carpet what was in the mansion initially. It's not the colour I'm going to go with long term, but it's what I've got at the moment, and I haven't got any colour sheep around here at the moment. Take the torches out, because we don't want any torches in this place. And I need, in my testing, I like sea lanterns for lighting in here. However, that will need a trip to the Ocean Monument and a farm making, so that's to be added. But that is now going to be my waterway. So next thing is, I'm going to clear out this path here, and then I'm going to put a little bit of waterway coming off each of these 4 ends. 3 ends actually, just so it's the indication of pathways going off. And this one I will take probably all the way up to the edge of this trim here. I think that will give us an initial floor to start off with. So it's time for the axe to come out, and for me to do some chopping and get this main floor in place. I'll be back with you in a second. Right, here we go. This is the initial floorway in place. That's the pattern I'm going for. This checkered cyan and blue. I don't like the red, so this will get replaced. It's down there initially to get me marked out where the carpets are going to go and cover the glowstone. I have sheep over there what are growing and being bred, should I say, not just growing. In fact, I might be able to get a little bit of a breed on now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just, while I'm here, take the opportunity. Right, I'll slowly keep collecting the wool over there. But this is going to be, I'm not sure I want the full sort of carpet effect in the centre here, but the main pathways, I'm going to have that pattern carpet going around. It makes it clear, it makes it defined where the main waterways are. And in these areas here, we'll put farms. I have little pathways going off to those farms directly. I think at some point I'll stop this pathway here, and then I might have a different colour pathway just going around here, just to sort of break it up. We'll see how we look like that. But this is the initial starting point. I now need to think about how I'm going to get up and down to the higher levels. and also the levels down below. And I'm kind of thinking bubble columns would probably be the best way about it. I was thinking about stairs, maybe have some staircase in here going up, but it didn't look, I tried it, it didn't look quite right. I tried putting staircases from the entrance either side, that didn't look quite right as well. So what do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon we have some sort of bubble columns? That's very rude of you. I think bubble columns might be the way to go. I haven't got any soul sand here with me. I'm not sure. I think I'm actually, I don't think I have. I went in them, I was connecting up. I've got another portal down below. Have I got any soul sand at all here? I think the answer is no to that. Soul sand. Is that what I need for the bubbles? And I need to move that as well somewhere. That's something I need to think about relocating. But I wonder, could we use inside of some of these columns? So the corner ones, I want to put beacons. I'm going to get rid of that one in the centre there, so that will be gone. But I suppose, what's the smartest looking trapdoor? I will go birch. I think birch is probably one of the smartest looking trapdoors. Have I got any kelp here? I don't think I have. No kelp. That's fine. We'll do it manually. Let me just get rid of some of this junk on me. So, if we have here, well, this will be the way up. Oh, they'll have to change. Okay. And then I'll get the trapdoors on each side. Because then I can put water in there. I have to get some more concrete just to fill in the sides now. Now, for these I'm using. And for here. And again, I will keep the theme going of the trapdoors in here, just so it does look similar. And then maybe at the bottom I can put a, well, it won't be glowstone, it'll be maybe when I get some, I like to get some sea lanterns in here. So here we go, you in there, in there, in there, in there, in there, in there. So I can go up, and then here is where I can go down. That'll be on this side. Be like an elevator. I could put maybe a half slab in there as well, just sort of soften that blow. And then I can do some more around here as well. So maybe over there, that one there, each side of there, I could put pillars going up, and when they go in there, that is discreet. It's out of the way. I don't need to worry about it. I like that. I like that a lot. And what concrete is this? This is grey concrete. Have I got any more grey concrete? Because I want to use some of this now for some decor. So this is, obviously we have a big centre circle going up there. It looks unsupported. Let's face that, let's put it that way. So if I can reach up to you there, we'll bring this pillar down here. And then likewise over here. There we go, and that is pillars in our main structure. So let me go upstairs. So what I can do now, I can take out this and just replace the tops there. I think I might want to come in and actually add some more trim around the edge of this. So with this in place, this could be the ceiling below, and I've got some smooth quartz here for the moment. So then I can then just go, this will be considered the floor level of this room, and then I will have a ceiling put in there around that level. Might be sort of a trim like that. I have to work it out around the edges. I think I might have to do some work on that. Or what I could do is just for the walkways anyway, if I just come back. And then come in some half slabs in the middle bit. There we go. Not quite sure that works. Have we got some trapdoors in there? Could we? Perhaps. Because I always get the feeling that this always gives me an impression of like this, like, you know, get the fake wooden effects on in some buildings. That looks okay, but it won't work there. Likewise, I couldn't put it there as well, so that's not going to work there. How's that going to work? I'll just have a think about that. Or we just perhaps, so that has that black lip automatically there. We could get, we could add some colour into it from colour banners as well. That might work. I'm not quite sure that'll work there. I'll have to think about that. But that might work. So let me get some grey concrete and put it all around those edges there. That will work for those. Ceiling, I might forget the trim and just go straight for the half slabs. I think that might be the easiest option there. And then I'll see if I can get a bit more carpeting for these floors in place. And I'm also not sure about these pillars now, because I know that hits there. I don't think I've got any andesite here, or I do. We could instead, let's just take you out. Does that do it? I'm not sure it does. Because then you could always potentially just do that at the bottom. No, don't like that. I don't like that. These need something more at the bottom though. They look a bit plain. Unless quartz pillars? Or is that a bit too fancy? To me, quartz pillars, it mixed too much, I think, with the white floor. Have I got any quartz left? Bring out space. Let me try on this side as well. I think I was going with quartz actually. I think that is probably more suited to what I want. That, and I think I'll go back to having the, see if we can get the stairs and the half slabs of the dark oak on the ceiling, and I think just some colour banners around there will make a difference as well. So let me just cut away. I'll do that. In fact, before I cut away, let me go and chuck some things into a chest. And let's just pop down into the basement. Because something else I've been thinking about is I want to start working out what farms I'm going to need down here. I've got some dye, I've got some things. I made up a very temporary notice board until I get my office up above set up about what farms we can do. So for example, iron farm, pumpkin farm, melon farm, cactus farm, sugarcane farm, kelp farm, bamboo farm, wool farm, cocoa bean farm, vine farm. So that is just initial, quickly off the top of my head, 10 farms, what we need in here. There will be many more, and if you do think of any more, please put them in the comments down below. We'll happily add them to the list, and then we'll start work on those up above here as well. But something to think about. But for the moment, I am going to go and get in the ceiling, get some more quartz in for these pillars, so we can get these pillars in and get these floors in for the carpet. I'm not getting the whole ceiling, but if I can get the initial starter bits done around here, and then maybe work out how I'm going to do these as well. Maybe try up with a pattern design. That might be an idea as well. Just sort of mix it in, because we can have a ceiling pattern, and then obviously being too less thick, we can have a floor pattern and a ceiling pattern. I think that'll make it a lot better going forward. So, a lot of work for me to do. I shall return hopefully shortly. And despite the rain here, I've been gathering, well, trying to get some more wool, there's none left. The floor is looking amazing. This blue and cyan check pattern looks really nice, a lot better than the red. Very happy with that. You'll notice in the centre now, we've now got these columns of quartz pillar, and then we've put some stairs on the bottom. Brought them all out by one, just so I can then add these sort of stairs at the bottom to give them like a bit more support. I think it looks a lot better. Again, same colour theme for the banners all the way around the edge, and that spaced out quite nicely. That works well, and it does break up the difference between the dark oak and the quartz. And then the ceilings. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. So these are patterns. These are 2x2, and then my plan is get some terracotta and some blue and some cyan dye. You can get the 4. You can work out the right order of them and get those in the ceiling patterns. Maybe in all of them, maybe mix them up, but it will just give me a bit more colour on the ceiling. I'm liking the colour. That's something I really struggle with, getting the right balance of colour. I'm not the most colour coordinated person at all, but when it comes to colour in Minecraft, it looks amazing when you get it right, and I think this is right. And I mean, this sort of ties in with the colour we've got in the terracotta outside, or the concrete, which one it is. It just makes the place look really nice and colourful. And I've not done much more with floor on the other side here. I'm not going to for the moment, because my idea would be is, say we put a farm here, and we put a farm here. We might put some little separators up between the farms to separate them. But when we fill this space in with farms, and then we've got maybe some gaps here, we can maybe have some planters with some flowers in and some plants inside the building as well, to give it a little bit of greenery, just sort of blending around with the farms. I think that would work out a lot better than just trying to cover all the floor. I said each farm can have a little separate flooring area for itself in that own zone, kind of what we tried to do over here. And I might still keep the birch down here, just so that keeps this area all separated up. It just sort of identifies that area as the farm itself. So likewise, when other areas when we get farms in, I think that will work out quite well. But this is a big step now towards how this building is going to go, how I can make it work, how I want to make it work. Need to move those guys. And I feel a lot more comfortable going forward, knowing I've sort of made these decisions. But let me know what you think, or if you've got any other suggestions, put them in the comments down below. Interested to hear what other people have got to say about this, or whether they like this idea. And it's also worth noting as well, when we come up here onto the next floor, this is going to be the floor height, this here. So that's the ceiling, that'll be covered up. We'll have to do something with you. And this will be the floor height up here. And then that 2 floor will work. Most trying to work out ideas how I'm going to get the farms and the goods down below as well. I've got more statues over there to do with. Yeah, not sure at all on the statues. I am thinking perhaps, how wide is this face? 1, 2, 5. Maybe when I got some farms in place, I move them in front of one of the windows and block the window up, make it all black. And we'll put the farm there, the face there instead. Likewise, the same with others. I'm going to have to work out how to use the allays. Someone suggested maybe using them for farms for collecting goods. That might be a possibility. I need to work out how the process, how you set them up. But that is definitely something I can consider. So let me know any other suggestions or ideas on the deco around here. Also, any farms you think we should be including, what needs to be included onto the border of farms down below. That's it. That will move when I get up to the ceiling. The 3rd floor, where I'm going to have myself an office with the project board in there as well. But today has been a big step forward in working out the layout of this room. And yeah, that pattern there, it just looks really, really nice. I like it. But I say if I just keep it in this central cross here, I think that will work out quite well. And then this will just sort of end. I've not got enough pieces on me now. I'll just run this up to here, and then that will be done. We'll just walk off to the farms around the area. That will be fine. Very happy with this. Very, very happy. But I'm going to wrap the episode up here. We've made a lot of progress with the design here of the Woodland Mansion and what we're going to be doing going forward. And I'm feeling a bit more comfortable about it, and it will help me when I fit in the farms, how I can sort of tie the design in with what gets built. Don't forget, I would appreciate if you could leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It helps out me, the video and the channel. If you're new and if you enjoyed the content, subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of future content. Any comments down below, future ideas for interior decor and also potential forms for here. And otherwise than that, I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.